How's it going, everyone? Welcome to a new episode on V Test Drive. Today we have something quite different from what we're used to. That is right, we will be reviewing motorcycles on this channel as well. And today's spotlight is on this beautiful 2017 Ducati Supersport S. Now, you all might be familiar with the brand Ducati. It is an Italian motorcycle brand, and they are really pretty much the Ferraris of motorcycles. They have a huge variety and a huge range of different models, starting from super sport bikes, which is what they're renowned for actually, as well as the Diavol, which is a sort of looking chopper mixed with a touring. It is very unique. The Italians sure are crazy when it comes to motorcycle design. But today's motorcycle is not like any other. It is a Supersport S, and don't let the name fool you. This is not a full-on racing motorcycle. This is actually a sport touring. Now, you might be wondering, why would someone opt for something like this? Why not just get a sports bike? Well, let me give you a rundown. Here in Quebec, Canada, it's actually quite tricky. Super sport bikes are insanely expensive to plate. I'm talking about $1,800 a year just in plates, not even counting your insurance. And this type of motorcycle in Quebec makes so much sense, because just to give you an idea, plating a sport touring or any other type of vehicle only costs you $680 a year. $680 versus $1,800. That is crazy, which is why these motorcycles have really risen in popularity. Now, today I'm going to take you on a small little tour of this Ducati Supersport S. I'm going to show you the main differences between the regular Supersport and the S. What do you get for your money? We're going to go on some back roads, and I'm really going to test out its performance, its drivability, and its different driving modes. Because yes, this has the Ducati safety pack. You can choose between sport, urban, or touring, and that really tunes the throttle response, tunes the quick shifter. I'll get more into detail on that when we go on our test drive. We're going to start off with the very first thing, which I feel is one of the biggest changes between the regular model and the S model, and that is the Öhlin fully adjustable suspension, front and rear. That's right, this motorcycle comes standard from the factory with adjustable Öhlin suspensions. They are not auto dampening nor electronically adjustable. You do have to adjust them yourself. And the other thing you get that's really important is the Ducati quick shifter. That's right, this comes standard from the factory with a quick shifter. I've tried it. It's not the best one out there, I'll be honest. It does misshift quite often. I don't know if this motorcycle needs a tuning. It has been a big issue from day one, the owner has been saying, and he's been trying to remedy it with Ducati. But I mean, you do get the quick shifter. And then another interesting, neat thing that you do get is this little plastic cover, which makes the bike a mono seat. I think it really transforms the look and gives it such a nice and premium, more sporty look as well. And that's about it. You don't really get that much difference between a Supersport and a Supersport S, but just the suspension system alone is well over $2,000, which makes the S package so worth it. Now, what you do get standard from the factory between both models is a drive-by-wire system. You get different driving modes, ABS from the factory, traction control, anti-wheelie control. All these electronic aids come standard regardless if you get the Supersport or the Supersport S. You come factory equipped with Pirelli Rosso 3. These tires really grip and really stick. Fantastic tires. You do get a beautiful sounding exhaust system from the factory, but if you want a little bit more growl, you could get a Termignoni exhaust system or an Akrapovic. These really do transform the sound of the bike. But really, the heart of this motorcycle is its engine. It is equipped with an L-twin Testastretta, 939 cc's. It develops 113 horsepower at 9,000 RPM and 71 pound-feet at 6,500 RPM. This is definitely a city bike or a backroad bike, not by any means a highway monster. Really not the quickest motorcycle out there. It could actually be quite user-friendly for a first bike, given that you can select through different modes. Now, that's enough flooding you with information. Let's get our helmets on and let's sit on this beautiful piece of machinery, take it for a spin, and let's see how this bike behaves for daily drivability or for backroad usage. Come on, let's go. All right, so the first thing I want to start talking about is this motorcycle's Testastretta engine. It essentially uses pushers and lifters to accentuate the valves instead of the regular chain-driven systems that you get in most conventional motorcycles. Now, what that does is, number one, gives it a very unique metallic sort of sound. Ducatis are very famous for the way they sound. And most of their motorcycles were always V-twins until recently when they released the V4 engines. Those are works of art, masterpiece engines, but sadly this motorcycle does not come equipped with those V4 engines. It uses a very traditional Pipistretta, which is essentially a narrowhead. It uses the narrowhead Ducati engines. Now as we're cruising on the highway, I'm on 6th gear, and I'm riding comfortably at 100 kilometers an hour at about 4,000 RPM. That's a good thing. It means the RPMs are low, so there's not that much vibrations, which will not cause so much fatigue. Now if I were to downshift 2 gears, 1, 2, and give it some gas, oh yeah, it's there. There's definitely a good amount of grunt. It is not lightning fast like a sports bike. I mean, it still develops 115 horsepower, which is very acceptable, but it is nowhere near what the Panigales have. Now, on the highway, driving at about 100 kilometers an hour, I gotta say, the aerodynamics of the motorcycle are very good. But the good part about it is that this windshield can be pulled up. Definitely really cool feature. I feel like more motorcycles should have that. Alright, so we got a nice little curve coming here. Let's downshift up. Okay, you see, I almost missed my shift. Alright, quick shifter sucks. Alright, down. Let's give it some gas, and let's see how the bike behaves in the curve. Very planted. The suspension is really doing a good job. I actually passed through a nice bump here, and it took it very smoothly. I could push it so much more. Brake test? Oh, yeah, Brembo knows how to make their brakes. Oh yeah, Brembo knows how to make brakes. I mean, the brakes are exactly as you would expect them to be. They're just fantastic. Pure fantastic. Alright, let's keep going. Let's see acceleration now. It's a little slippery here. Let's not push it too much, and let's go. Alright, doing good. You see, it's not slow by any means. I mean, for the road, it could really be exploited. I feel it could use maybe a little bit more power, but very little, nothing too crazy. Because it's exploitable, but it's not mind-boggling fast. I'm used to sport bikes. I like to be scared. I like it when I open the throttle and I almost yell in my helmet. This does not give me that feeling whatsoever. But I'll tell you one thing, you damn hell look good on it. It is a beautiful looking bike, especially in this classic Ducati red. Alright, the sound. Stock exhaust system actually sounds quite nice. But I would definitely install an aftermarket if I had the opportunity. Now let's try the downshifting of the quick shifter. It's not so bad. I really think that the Achilles heel on this motorcycle is that quick shifter. It's not smooth, not very responsive. Let's try again. It's jerky. It's very jerky. Maybe that needs to be adjusted. I don't know. Not a fan of that. Alright, we have another beautiful straight here. We're on 2nd gear. Let's see how the bike responds from 2nd. And wide open throttle, go! Wow, the torque kicking in right away. Shift light, there we go. I'm telling you, it's fast. It's not a slow bike. You could definitely get it. Oh, look what just happened now. Look what just happened. So the bike, I downshifted and the bike popped into neutral. And I just grinded the gears. My goodness, Ducati, what the hell did you make? Alright, seriously? Quick shifter? Pure, utter garbage. I'm sorry, I don't want to be blasting this motorcycle because it does everything else so well. The quick shifter is pure garbage. I don't know if any other people have that issue. Please, if you do, write in the comments because this is quite unacceptable. Don't forget, the starting price of this motorcycle is about 17,000 Canadian dollars. That is a hell of a lot of money for a motorcycle that the quick shifter doesn't even work well. Alright, so we're on some nice little curvy back roads here. I'm not going to push it too much. I mean, we're still on public roads. I don't want to get in trouble or God forbid. Alright, we have some nice curves coming here. See, the suspension tuning is really good. I passed through a bumpy road. Alright, I mean, the quick shifter's it's working for now, but it is scaring me a little bit. But definitely the speed is there. Definitely the bike is very torquey, feels very planted, very good. Alright, I'm just not taking it too quick. I'm a little bit worried because of the quick shifter that popped me into neutral. But feels super precise. Any direction I point it at, it just goes. Look at that. Wow. Oh, it's not a slow bike. It's made for roads like this. Definitely made for roads like this. The good part about it is you can really exploit. The brakes are so good. The feeling is amazing on it. See the low end torque? The low end grunt is there. It's perfect for this. Alright, let's slow it down a little bit. Quick shifter popping down. That's good. I'm in pretty low RPMs and the grunt is totally there. Alright, let's open her up here. The quick shifter is not good, honestly. Let's try the brakes. Hard on the brakes. Whoa! There we go. I felt the traction control kicking in. It really keeps you in check. The electronics really work well. Good job, Ducati. Definitely good job. The stability is just next level. Let's try the brakes again. Big brake test. Oh, it stops you like crazy. Woo! This was a lot of fun. This was fun, I gotta be honest. Now let's pop the bike into touring mode and let's see how the bike behaves in that. Alright, so right off the bat, touring mode feels much more relaxed. Makes the bike feel more like a sport tourer. I don't have that much sensitivity in the throttle. If you look, I'm playing with the throttle now and it's barely reacting. Which is good if you're on very bumpy roads. So I see myself, if I'm going on long trips, just keeping it in touring mode. It's the most comfortable mode. Alright, now let's try out urban mode and see how that is. An urban mode makes the DTC all the way to 6. So that is very numbed down. Alright, let's see how the throttle response is. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, it really numbs things down. This is made for city or traffic. I'm pretty sure that's all it's for. Alright, so here are my final thoughts on this Ducati Supersport S. Should you buy it? Let me elaborate that. If you're a sports bike guy like I am, and you live in Quebec, and you want to have the closest thing to a sports motorcycle without paying the stupidly expensive plates of $1,800 a year, this is the motorcycle for you. It handles superbly well. The brakes are just Brembo. It's what you would come to expect from Brembo. The traction control, the stability aids, the ABS, very well tuned, very good. The biggest negative point, and I think it completely destroys this motorcycle, it's that very clunky, very poorly designed quick shifter. I mean, honestly, I don't understand what is wrong with this. It is the worst quick shifter I've ever tried, ever. But besides from that big Achilles heel, overall the motorcycle really feels fantastic. I've been driving for several hours now. I mean, I got the chance to drive it earlier today, and I am not tired one little bit. I mean, overall, this motorcycle is a fantastic sport touring motorcycle, and you saw earlier on the twisties, it is also a very competent sport bike. Alright, so this is Iordan signing off. I really hope you guys enjoyed this very different video. Like I said, I do drive motorcycles and I will try my best to get my hands on some bikes for you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below what you think and if we should do more videos like this. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, please. Don't forget to like this video, and we will see each other very soon. Have a good day. Bye bye.